Objection number 2. Prophet ﷺ was a blessing for the whole world. He ﷺ forgave his enemies. The first answer of this objection. According to Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, Prophet ﷺ had the right to pardon the person who had committed blasphemy about him, but the Ummah has no right to forgive the blasphemer. How is it possible for the blasphemer of Prophet ﷺ can be pardoned by Ummah? Who has given the authority to Ummah to grant forgiveness, whereas a clear command has been issued in the Shariat? We can understand this with an example. A person attacked Usman, committed violence, abused him, looted his property, dishonored him, and then fled. Shortly after, Abdullah, who was a friend of Usman, arrived and started to express sympathy that maltreatment had been done to Usman, but says that he forgives the person who wronged Usman because Islam encourages forgiveness. Upon hearing this, Usman said that Islam undoubtedly emphasizes on forgiveness. However, Islam also gives me the sole right to forgive those who wronged me. No one else possesses this ability to make this decision. Just as Abdullah cannot forgive Usman's enemies and Usman cannot forgive Abdullah's enemies, how is it possible for the blasphemer of Prophet ﷺ could be pardoned by Ummah? Imam Bazaz's view: if someone falsely accuses another person and then repents, the one who falsely accused will still face the consequences of making false accusations because seeking forgiveness is sought from Allah. However, this matter pertains to a right of an individual. The one who is responsible for tarnishing someone else's honor by making false accusations will be held accountable for their actions. Now we shall see the next answer. Commands from Allah. In Makkah, Fassabiru, to be patient, and Kaffu Aidikum, to forbear. In Medina, the rules and conditions for punishment were revealed. The blasphemers of Prophet ﷺ were killed without any hesitation. There are two phases of the blessed life of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, in Makkah and in Medina. In Makkah, the command from Allah was for patience and forgiveness. Hence, during this period, there was no specific directives regarding hudud and qisas. Also, there were no specific instructions regarding the punishment for the offense of committing blasphemy about Prophet ﷺ. So the blasphemers were not given any sort of punishments. However, in Medina, Allah revealed instructions concerning legal punishments and retribution, as well as regarding the punishment for committing blasphemy about Prophet ﷺ. Therefore, during this timeline, if someone committed blasphemy, then that said person was killed. After the clear command from Allah, it left no room even for a Prophet ﷺ to give pardon to the blasphemer. Our questions: can someone forfeit someone else's right? Did Sahaba forgive any blasphemer after the command was received? If Prophet Muhammad ﷺ forgave his enemies, blasphemers and offenders during the stay at Makkah, does it mean that forgiveness is permissible? If a person forgives their enemies, is it not a crime to cause harm or suffering to that individual? If Prophet Muhammad ﷺ forgave his blasphemers in Makkah, it means that these people were indeed guilty. If blasphemy wasn't even an offense, then how could it be pardoned? To those who object, we say, give us answers to these questions.